What often happens with people's meditation practice is at the beginning they get a set of instructions, and the way they might use those instructions, the way those instructions might create more actual tension in them, more struggle, sometimes really defeats the purpose of meditation for that person, and can be quite discouraging. Mm-hmm. And so what unlearning meditation addresses is a meditation practice that doesn't hold the instructions in a very rigid, tight way, but rather approaches meditation from a more loose, gentle, kind of friendly angle. And so what starts to happen for somebody is, if they've learned a practice before, they might see kind of some of the habits in that practice that have really been problematic. And if somebody doesn't have a meditation practice, they might find that meditation is easier than they thought, at least as an entryway to it. I would recommend it for anyone, beginning or at any level in their meditation practice, and really at any place in meditation practice. And what recollective awareness refers to is that instead of trying to be, say, mindful of your experience, which in this case I mean trying to notice each thing as it's happening, instead to allow your experience to unfold and develop as it would naturally in meditation, and recollect it afterwards. Mm-hmm. And what happens is that if you recollect your experience afterwards and talk to a teacher about it, or to others, or describe it in a journal, you might find that you remember certain details, or things come to mind about what you were going through in the meditation sitting. So when you sit again and something similar happens, you have a kind of familiarity with that experience. Mm-hmm. And this builds up, I believe, a more kind of natural awareness around what's going on in your sittings. And my sense of it with meditators is that this kind of recollective awareness doesn't really get in the way of them allowing thoughts and feelings to be in their meditation. So it helps in looking at that dimension of our experience. Mm-hmm. By noting, say, drowsiness or restlessness or boredom or something like that, and trying to then come back to an instruction that would get you through it, which I believe that kind of practice may lead to actual aversion or real dislike of drowsiness and related states. So what I really recommend is that if you're gentle and friendly with it, if you really allow yourself to be drowsy, you may find that it becomes really less of a problem for you, and you have less aversion to it, and you may find that it doesn't necessarily always lead to sleep, that it may actually just be a relaxation response that helps your mind calm and get calmer and settled, and that you may drift a bit, but you may not actually go to sleep. And so I do believe that allowing that drifting is actually healthy for us in meditation. It's really going to occur anyhow. And the other thing about this is that if you allow a wide variety of experiences in meditation, you may start to find that you actually can start to become a bit more interested in what's going on in your sittings. You start to see a richness in your inner world when you meditate. And that kind of interest in those experiences may make it so that you understand a bit more of how you are when you're drowsy, or how you are when you're restless and agitated, instead of trying to find a particular strategy to deal with it or manage it.